What is the best advice you could give to somebody, man, with their body, their mind, their spirit, their presence? What can a guy do right now to be the best man he can be, judging from what you've experienced with teaching people in your own life?
So, well, the thing that I go back to what I kind of conveyed at the 21 convention previously was like, understand that you shouldn't treat your activity patterns like they're an intervention, that they're only going to be done for a short period of time. Unless you're experimenting and learning kind of the things that work best for you, that's fine. But most people don't do that. They'll work out a little bit and then they'll do nothing. And then they'll work out a little bit for an event and then they'll do nothing. And they'll do the same thing with diet. They'll sort of crank the diet widget and then they'll lose 20 pounds and then they'll not learned anything from it. And then they gain the weight back and then some, and then it goes on again. So I think moving closer to a more whole foods diet is key. I don't think most people have to go as far as being strict paleo, or I think for a short period of time, like my buddy Dallas Hartwig, he and his wife Melissa, they have the Whole30, which is 30 days of squeaky clean paleo. But their whole point is not like that. That's the magic. It's that you pay attention to the way in which your body starts to actually react to and pay attention to how food makes you feel. And without that awareness of anything you do, diet, exercise, lifestyle changes, without the awareness of the feedback that you're getting, it's a fool's errand. You might reach a goal, but you don't know how to sustain that goal because you didn't pay attention along the way. So that's my biggest, if there's anything, be mindful of the feedback that you're getting in process, because that's the real lesson. Yes, you might reach the goal, and that's great. No, nothing wrong with goals, but you're not going to have one goal in your life, right? There's not a punch card like, oh, you get one goal. Your goals are going to change. And so if your simpler or goals from when you were younger allow you to kind of learn a framework with which to pick up and work on something new later because you paid attention to those small things, you're going to have a whole lot more of these peak experiences of feeling pretty good at learning something new. So that would be my advice, is actually pay attention, be mindful of the feedback you're getting from your body, and then you can start to apply it in other areas of your life, like you said with jiu-jitsu. But the hard work that you get from resistance training dilutes the compared difficulty in some other areas of your life. And with that in mind, you might be like, oh yeah, I can work on this a little bit more. This wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be because of X experience. That's just maintaining a mindfulness, because you're going to do this the rest of your life. You're going to do this until you die. And so being open to finding the things that it seems so true. Find what works best for you. There are a few things that only actually work. Like, you're not going to build bone density unless you do some resistance training, period, full stop. You're not going to increase your strength unless you attempt to voluntarily do that past a certain point after puberty, full stop, right? But there are, like you said, you're not training the way we used to train anymore, and that's fine. I just care that people resistance train. Like, at the end of the day, that is important. Hell, I'm doing a lot of hand balancing, like working on handstands and like press handstands and handstand push-ups and things of that nature. So I'm not training the way we train directly, but all the lessons I learned from the way I teach people apply in this new endeavor.